Hey everyone, it's BDevine. Welcome to Divine Miracles. Thank you so much for subscribing and being here, and also thank you to my patrons for working with me. If you are a patron, you will get extra videos that you don't get on YouTube, and there's going to be longer videos for you guys as well. So thank you to the patrons, and if you want to be a patron, there's always a link below. I'm just going to talk very briefly about the Lionsgate energy that's happening right now. It started on the 25th of July and is moving into a peak energy on the 8th of the 8th. And also what I'm told is instead of it sort of shutting down around the 12th of August, it's actually going to continue quite bright until the end of August. So this is the Leo season, okay? This is the energy of Leo and also of the energy of Sirius and the energy of information, knowledge, wisdom. There's going to be upgrades, attunements, body changes, things changing with how you see things, clarity happening, deep downloads of information. If you can tune into this energy right now, you can feel the urgency for everybody to wake up, and that is what this energy is about this year. The Lionsgate this year, 2020, is about the awakening of those who are still asleep. In different lifetimes, before we come here into this lifetime, we've been all over the place. We've been on other planets, we've been in other dimensions or other realities of our existence. We've been right back in time, going through history into many different types of scenarios in our lifetimes. We've come into this one as way showers. We've come into this one to be lighthouses for other people who are lost, which means that 99% of us, well, probably 99.9% of us have had quite a horrific upbringing, or things have happened that you just haven't shared with others, or there's been some kind of terrible affliction that happened to you, whether it's a health problem or mental health or a spiritual problem or a family problem. And for many of us, it's family that tried to destroy us. The reason this happens is because we have blueprints in our life, and before we come into each incarnation, we figure out what it is that we're trying to get through in order to not have to come back to Earth, right? So it's like a series of, learning, because this is all about experience. Earth is all about learning experience. It's a big school, okay, teaching us. Trying to keep it short with you guys, but it's teaching us. So we have people in our life that are what they call agitators. We all know them, okay? They're agitators. They do just that. They really drive us crazy. Okay, and they hurt us and they upset us and they abuse us and they torment us and they make us feel lower in our vibration. They make us have low self-esteem, have self-worth issues, feel like we're being punished all the time. We go through crying and emotional issues and deep-seated trauma and all this stuff from these other people who have done something to us, who have affected us in some way, who have triggered us in 1,000 different ways, etc. So we come in, we're all here, we're trying to help other people all the time, and yet we've been through trauma and abuse and manipulation and hurt and pain like you wouldn't believe. Like, we've all been through this. This is why we're here. This is why we're so determined. It's funny, the more you kick someone down, the more determined they are to help people still. It's almost like a dog, It's poor abused dog, and still get up and try to be that friendly, person and that loving energy, right? Some of you are still in a phase where you're still feeling bad for yourself. You're still feeling, why me? You're still feeling, I can't believe this has happened to me kind of energy, all right? And that's okay, because that's your truth right now. And some people aren't even aware at all. They're just very angry or just very upset, or they go to church, or they are stuck in it and stuck in religion and don't want to see anything else, and they're stuck into politics and this and this and this and this and this, and they don't want to know. But sometimes they are just suffering from some kind of amnesia or something, because They've been warriors in the past. They've helped people in the past. They've changed the world in the past. They've brought in new knowledge, new inventions, new inspiration. They've counseled with people. They've done it all before. So what I'm being told is that the Lionsgate portal for 2020 is a reawakening of your talents and an awakening on a grander scale for those around the world right now who are asleep. Some of them are teenagers, they're gaming all the time, right? We know that. They're highly sensitive. Some of them are younger and they just had a phone since the day they were born, so they're quite disassociative. All right, so they're off doing their own thing because they can't handle the reality that we live in right now, not realizing that they were actually here. You know, they are here to help people. They're here to bring light, right? But they just gonna go and disassociate myself over here. It's a part of a survival tactic that they do, right? And because it's cool to have, you know, all the latest gadgets, etc. You know, with my kids, you know, they were raised where, you know, there was like I was on like 2 jobs and then getting some income coming in from the government, etc. as well, and just trying to juggle everything. And if they got stuff, they thought it was the bee's knees, you know. If they got a PSP or a PlayStation 2, or I think it was the PlayStation 2 was coming out when my son Corey was younger, and he was like, oh my God, the PlayStation 2. And then the 3 came out, and it was like, oh my God. Well, by the time it came to the 4, he bought it himself. So, but I mean, I prided myself in getting them the latest stuff. And, you know, having nice clothes and having a nice home to come home to, and we had great food, and we went and, you know, we traveled a lot together. You know, I made sure of it. And later I'm probably thinking to myself, well, I should have just ripped that game out the wall and not even worried about it. But at the time I was like, well, they're home. I know exactly where they are. They're not hurting anybody. Little did I know that it was such a distraction, or it would become a distraction, and many of it, you know, it's happened. However, let me tell you, the less you say, the better, and the easier it will be for them to transition as well. My son is 28 coming up here on the 8th of the 8th, and he is just starting to realize, you know, what's what and what he can do and what his mind can do. He had no idea what his mind could do. He could see the negative effects of it, but not turning it the other way. You know, he's just amazed at how he can manifest stuff as well. This is starting to turn. So what you're going to find is people who are dormant are going to start to awaken. They're going to surprise you with a new outlook. You know, what they're saying, what they're doing, and, you know, things are going to come out. There's stuff coming out all over the media now. It's going to start turning people, like people are going to start realizing we need to be united, not divided. Okay, that what's been happening so far is that everyone has been pulled against each other because everyone is living up in their head all the time. When you're up in your head, you're seeing everything, you're thinking, you're processing, you're scared, you're worried, you're nervous, you're feeling empathic stuff, you're picking up other people's crap, you're overthinking things, you're overdoing things, you're worrying about things, you're upsetting yourself, you're getting guilty, you're getting flashbacks, you're going back in time, you know, you're feeling all confused. But my biggest thing is, you know, especially with this Leo energy, is everything is connected to the heart. So as soon as you put your hands over your heart and breathe, it's peaceful. Okay, I can take a deep breath. I need to focus here more. When you're getting all over the place, focus more on your heart space. You know, do that for yourself. It's really, really important. And right now I have the squirrels like looking into my window like this. I wish I could turn the video around, but I can't. I might be able to. Hang on. No, he's gone. Okay, he saw me move my finger and that was it. Okay, so, you know, when you're up here, it's all too much. Down here, down here, down here. So we're going to be helping other people to lift them into this new vibration as well. This is what you're here for. Part of your blueprinting is about, you know, finally ascending past all the noise of Earth, right? And we know what that noise means. There's some people that are going to stay in the old ways. They're going to swear and carry on and party and drink and, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night out at, clubs. And even now that you can't do it, they'll still be doing the wrong thing and having big parties and God knows what, and forgetting who they are. There's still going to be some people that would rather dumb themselves down with mundane crap, thinking that they're the bee's knees and getting attention is the best thing to get in the world, just getting someone's attention, wow, or best clothes, or having the highest high heels, or the best hair, or the best nails, or whatever the hell it is. It's all mundane. This sort of stuff, even with people like that, is going to change as well, where this is starting to happen already. You've probably noticed. I've been surprised by a lot of different posts. I've had to unfollow some of my spiritual people who I've looked up to for a long time, who are just dark, I'm just like, why was I knew there was something, but I kept on going. And it's like following your instincts as well. When you first feel something about somebody, that you act on it. You don't wait for someone to get better, or maybe if I can heal them, or maybe I can change them if this happens, or maybe if I wasn't doing this, or if I wasn't doing that, then maybe they will do this. Rubbish. If someone doesn't accept you for who you are, forget it. Okay? And if you get a weird feeling about someone when you first connect with them, don't dismiss it as you being too judgmental. Understand that these are your instincts kicking in. Like, this is not going to be good for you. This is causing you an anxiety attack right now. So what's it going to be like later on? It may be the most unusual people. They may be the most sweetest people. And you may just be unsure as to why you feel that way, But it's time. It's time for the truth of who you are to come forward. And you need to be authentic to yourself. Finding your authentic self is probably one of the biggest steps to acceptance, and not comparing yourself to anybody else. The Leo energy is here, which is confident, of course, and we know what to expect when we see a lion. We know what that lion's going to do, okay? That is how people need to see you. Maybe in the past they saw the old you and they were like, well, I know if I say this, then this person's going to do this. I know if I show an interest for a little while, then I can ask them questions and stuff, and I'll get an answer, because that person feels sorry for me, blah, 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 blah. That's the way some people think, all about themselves, like, this is what I can do, and then I'm going to get what I want. So manipulative, right? But when you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, and you learn to strengthen, and you realize that there's nobody there but you in reality to, protect you and look after you. Like, you've only got you, right? And obviously spirit, of course, is there. But when you start working out that you're your own best friend, and that you're your own strongest motivator, and that you've always been there with yourself, through all of this stuff, you're the only one that hasn't left your side. Think about it. I mean, you've tried to escape. You've probably done a whole lot of stuff that you wish you hadn't. You probably drank too much one night, or took drugs, or whatever the heck you did, or tried to take your own life, or whatever's happened. Whatever. You still didn't get rid of yourself. You're still here. So really, you've been saving yourself all this time, and you owe it to yourself to continue that knowledge and continue that strength and be the powerhouse, of energy that you need to be. Be that powerhouse of strength, and then show other people how to do this. So we're not relying on each other so much all the time, that we can strengthen and empower ourselves, and in so doing, inspire other people. This energy that's coming through is powerful. You need to be open to receiving it. And it's something along the lines of saying, okay, I now give permission for the healing energies and the knowledge coming in from the Lionsgate Portal 2020 to affect me in the highest of capacities, to bring me into my highest truth, to allow me to have the most confidence I've ever had before. and allow me to share my message coming right from the heart to all who wish to listen. You know, that you're acknowledging and affirming these things, and that it's already happened as well. The Lionsgate energy changes every year. And I've been excited about this for the longest time, you know, talking about this, wow, this big portal of energy coming forward, you know, this connection to Syrian energy, which, if you haven't guessed, is part of the, well, Syrian and, you know, Lyra energy is part of ancient Egypt and Atlantis, etc. And also the Lion people, you know, have their own, you know, energy as well. They're very fantastic healers. They obviously live where it's a complicated story, but they're still there energetically in Sirius and also in Lyra, and connected to the Pleiades as well. Those are very connected with each other. There's been massive injustice and wars, etc. on that planet also, and so they understand and empathize with us here, and they're also awakening those people and brothers and sisters who are part of that energy. You know, this is what energy I am part of. I am part of the Syrian energy. You know, I am here as, you know, an ambassador, I guess you could say, of truth and justice, and bringing strength and empowerment to humans and helping you to heal yourself. And if you have that interest in having this knowingness of, you know, wanting to really spread light, or wanting to bring things to justice, or the truth to shine, or you really can't stand injustices, you know, then perhaps you're part of it as well, because that energy knows it. There's been wars and all kinds of stuff. They've had to lose everything. They've had to flee to other planets to get away from destructive forces. So they understand what it's like, you know, for us on Earth, and the life that we're living, and the things that we go through, and the experiment that is here, and the dark energies that have been here as well, right? The agitators, etc. This is all going to be exposed, okay? And we need for people to awaken more fully into who they truly are, into their full capacity, remembering that we are supported the entire time by unconditional love and light from the divine. And this is something that we need to share with others and then move forward. It's up to others whether they absorb the information or not, right? It's up to others, it's not up to us. And one thing that may come forward for you is your own personal business, your own personal healing, your own, you know, personal way of doing things, and being more confident to move forward in that energy now. So another thing you could ask for is clarity. What's the next step? Where do I need to go from here? You know, bring me clarity, etc. But stay out of your head, you know, for the most part. So if you're a patron, I really thank you. I've got more videos for you guys. So patrons get different videos than YouTube does, and the Patreon energy is there because I want to have a healing center where people can come for a retreat, and crystals can be bought, and cafe and food can be had, and animals can have a place to live if nobody else wants them, and maybe rehabilitate, etc. Just a beautiful healing center, and teaching knowledge, wisdom, where you can come and learn personally. That's what I really want, and create jobs for people as well, you know. And so Patreon is there to help with that mission, which you'll see if you go to my Patreon page, which is just patreon.com/devinemiracles, and the links are below. So we can all kind of stick together with everything that we're doing here, empowering and uplifting and strengthening each other as we move forward. It's really important to me that each of you know what it feels like to feel confident in your own skin, and to feel connected even when you were probably kicked to the curb and left, you know, in some cases for dead, right? And I was saying in my webinar the other day on Saturday, which, by the way, webinars are going to be available after the fact, coming up here pretty soon. So if you missed the live show, you'll be able to purchase at a cheaper price, a discount price, the replay and the PDFs, etc. But you know, I was telling people in my mediumship abilities course that, you know, there's been so many times that, you know, my mother tried to kill me. So my own mother trying to kill me throughout my life, you know, trying to get rid of me. And she probably knew deep down on subconscious level just how powerful things would become. She didn't want that to happen. Maybe she was an agitator, you know. I know that we pick our family to challenge us, you know, definitely that was the case, you know. And who knows what she's doing now, who knows. And the energy is like, when you work out that you don't need that, I used to long for that, you know, want that in my life, etc. Want my mum to appreciate and love me, want her to accept me, want her to be proud of me. And I'm sure plenty of you feel that way as well. But when I realized that that's not what I really needed, when I realized I already had that unconditional love from the divine, so why I don't really need it from anywhere else, and it's within me, I won, you know, I won. And that was the best feeling in the world. No longer was I chasing after someone else's energy to make them, you know, accept me in some way, which wasn't going to happen. So that's cool. But I won because I worked out that the unconditional love of the divine was all I needed, was flowing through me, and it changed me my whole life. And I kept keeping on, as you all are. Because if you're here as a part of the divine tribe, and you're here because you recognize family, or you're here because you're trying your best to move forward and you're trying your best with your work and your life, etc., then you've most likely had this horrible past as well, in one way or another, whatever that is for you, right? And the guilt and the shame and the worry and the stress has to stop completely. We can't go backwards, we can't change anything, we can't fix anything. We just have to see it all as a learning experience and grow from it. And move forward fiercely, and showing other people through your actions, not through your words, through your actions and how you live your life and how healthy you are, etc., and how happy you are, that's the way to be, you know. The old you is gone. Let's not resurrect it. The new you is here, and it's going to keep on evolving and evolving and evolving, as long as you are open and willing to accept yourself on every single level. And this energy of the Lionsgate portal is going to really, really accelerate that. So let's be excited, because August is going to be a way shower month. Things are coming bang, bang, bang up to the surface. We're all going to understand why things had to happen exactly the way they had. People who have been misleading us are going to get found out. The people who have been doing wrong for a very, very long time, finally justice is going to happen. And this is on a global and on a personal scale, okay? Hang in there and remain positive. Open yourself up to receiving the energy of the beautiful Lionsgate portal. And it was the Galactic New Year as well on the 26th. So what a weekend of bouncing of energy, of a bit of a loss of where you are and what you're doing, and moving you into a whole new vibration. Love yourself, empower yourself, and you will just begin to really shine. Things will make sense, abilities will skyrocket, and off you go, showing the way, being the lighthouse and being true to yourself. Don't forget that you always have help and support here at this channel and on Patreon as well. Also my spiritual community, devinemiracles.ning.com. All the links are below to things. And join like-minded people and stick together and spread the light at the same time. And after all, I don't think there's many people that want to miss out on a good time. And that's what we have here. So, you know, we're smiling, we're laughing, we're happy, We're not stressed out. We're doing the best that we can, and things will start to shift. A new channeling energy and videos are coming up soon. Live shows. Most likely I'll do a live in the morning on my son's birthday on the 8th of the 8th. Definitely do a world meditation, etc. then. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to learn. I have more webinars coming up and past webinars that I'm going to re-release. For those of you who have missed the psychic abilities ones and the angels and guides ones, those are the best ones I felt for the transmissions and the energies and the activations and attunements and the knowledge, etc. So until the next time, thank you once again. I don't know why I'm so bright right now. Thank you once again, and sending love to all of you. Be patient with yourself. Stay strong. Happy birthday to anyone's birthday that it is. And until the next time, lots of love. Bye for now. Bye.